This is Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player 1. Player 2. Player 3. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Hey, Johnny, thank you. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round. The first round of play today has these categories for you. Literary bears, Grammy winners, the old country, what's the word, the solar system, and Monopoly. Player 1, make a selection, please, as we continue. This literary bear started life as a real teddy bear bought as a toy for Christopher Milne. Okay, Player 1, use the Wii remote or press the corresponding direction on the plus. That's right, way to go. Select again. Created by Walt Morey, this docile bear lives in the Alaskan wilderness. It's Player 1. That's it. Player 1, you pick a... This bear got his name from the London train station where he was first found after arriving from Peru. Yes, Player 1. Yeah! That's correct. Player 1, on this doctor's island, you'll find a bear bull and an old woman made of vixen and bear. Player 1? Right. Yeah! You get to pick again. His story, The Bear, recounts an annual hunting expedition in Yoknapatawpha County, Mississippi. It's Player 1. Yeah, good. Player 1, back to you. "1978, Just the Way You Are." Okay, Player 2. Right. Yeah! Player 2. 1966, Strangers in the Night. Let's hear it, Player 1. That's correct. Please pick again, Player 1. 1992, Tears in Heaven. Yes, Player 1. Yes. You again, Player 1. 1995, Kiss from a Rose. Player 2. Yes. Choose again, Player 2. Answer, it's the Daily Double. You're in second place, so what is your wager going to be? What'll it be? The clue, 1973, Killing Me Softly with His Song. You are correct. Player 2, back to you. Let's take it over to Kelly.
Shown here on the upper right, it changed its name in 1935.
It's Player 1. Yeah! Good for you. Select again. It was Siam until 1939. Let's hear it, Player 3. You got it. Please pick again. Player 3. Until 1972, it was Ceylon. Player 3. Hey, you're right. Choose again. Player 3. It was the Khmer Republic from 1970 until 1975. Yes, Player 1. Yep. You again, Player 1. Until 1975, it was the Malagasy Republic. Okay, Player 1. Right. We return to you, Player 1. On a snail, an omatophore is a stalk with this at the end. It's Player 1. Yes. Player 1, back. If you set some Chinese punk on fire, it's because Chinese punk is this, from the Latin for set on fire. Okay, Player 2. That is correct. You get to pick again, Player 2. Let's get Kelly's assistance on this clue.
When light passes through a prism, it splits into its various colors. The visible one of these.
Let's hear it, Player 2. Good. Player 2, you pick again, please. It's the medium on which you're traveling if you're in a hoy. Player 1. Correct. Player 1, pick again. If you've got quinsy, also known as tonsillitis, you've got swelling in this part of your body. Yes, Player 3. Right you are. We return to you, Player 3. In December of 2006, NASA announced that water may have flowed on this planet's surface within the past decade. It's Player 2. Good. Player 2. In 1980, Hermes, one of these objects, came within 300,000 miles of the Earth. Let's hear it, Player 3. That is correct. Player 3, back to you. On October 10, 1846, 17 days after the discovery of this planet, its largest moon, Triton, was discovered. Yes, Player 3. You got it. Select again. These solar discharges, consisting of light, heat, and cosmic rays, may last up to an hour. Okay, Player 2. Good. Please pick again, Player 2. In July of 2005, scientists announced the discovery of Eris, a dwarf planet larger than Pluto, in this belt. Player 1. That's correct. Choose again, Player 1. A classic PBS Kids series that taught reading shared its name with this Monopoly utility. Yes, Player 2. That's it. Player 2, back. Each time a player passes go, he collects this salary. Let's hear it, Player 3. That's right. Way to go. You again, Player 3. A question mark is on the space in which you draw one of these cards. It's player 3. Yep. You get to pick again, player 3. Tokens that are household items include the iron and this sewing accessory. Okay, player 2. Correct. Let's have a look at the $1,000 clue. A railroad and an avenue are both named for this state. Player 2. Right you are. Player 3 will select first in Double Jeopardy right after this. We start the Double Jeopardy categories with this one. You're in denial. The 20th century. A nude awakening. Mythical menagerie. What the H? Note the quotation marks. And science potpourri. Player 3 gets to make the first selection once again. This time, we're moving into the Double Jeopardy round. This colorful branch of the Nile River begins at Lake Tana in Ethiopia. It's player 1. That's correct. Player 1. In 1902, construction was completed on the first dam on the Nile at this southern Egyptian city. Okay, player 1. Good. You get to pick again, player 1. A center of Egypt's rice trade, this Nile Delta city lends its name to an important translating stone. Yes, player 1. Hey, you're right. Player 1, back to you. This ancient Greek historian called Egypt the gift of the Nile. Player 1. Yes. Player 1. Kelly will present this clue.
An ancient boat, nearly 150 feet long, was found in 1954 by archaeologists investigating the Great Pyramid on this Egyptian plateau.
Let's hear it, player 2. Right. Choose again, player 2. In the 1920s, this fascist leader of Italy set up a puppet regime in Albania and reconquered Libya. It's player 3. Right. Player 3, back to Elizabeth II succeeded her father, this man who died unexpectedly at age 56. Yes, player 2. Good for you. Select again. On February 8, 1904, Japanese ships attacked this country's fleet at Lushun, Manchuria, beginning a war. Okay, player 2. Right. Please pick again, player 2. On February 15, 1965, Canada's new flag, which featured an 11-pointed one of these, flew for the first time. Let's hear it, player 3. You are correct. We return to you, player 3. On Valentine's Day, 1989, The Ayatollah Khomeini showed no love for this author's satanic verses, giving him a death sentence. Player 1? That is correct. Player 1, you pick again, please. In 1953, he produced the first issue of Playboy for $10,000. Let's hear it, Player 2. Yes. You again, Player 2. No buts about it. David Caruso, Jimmy Smits, and Dennis Franz all turned the other cheek on this cop show. Okay, Player 1. Correct. Player 1. Kathleen Turner and Jerry Hall weren't close-minded, playing Mrs. Her in the stage version of The Graduate. Yes, Player 1. Good. You again, Player 1. Trying to escape his teen idol image, this Partridge Family star posed nude for Rolling Stone in 1972. It's Player 2. Yes. Please pick again, Player 2. His nude descending a staircase, number 2, shocked viewers at the Armory show. Player 3. That is correct. Select again. Nessus, one of these half-horse creatures, tried to abduct Hercules' wife. Big mistake. It's Player 1. Correct. We return to you, Player 1. Every 500 years or so, this bird was reborn from its own ashes. Let's hear it, Player 2. Yeah, right. Player 2. The first of Hercules' 12 labors was to slay the Nemean This. Afterwards, he wore its skin. Yes, Player 2. Good. Player 2, back to you. It wasn't hard for this Lernean serpent to get ahead. Every time one of its heads was cut off, 2 grew in its place. Okay, Player 1. That is correct. Player 1, back to you. Answer, the first of the daily doubles, and you have the lead. Please enter your wager. All right, here's your clue. She was a beautiful nymph before she was turned into a sea monster, doomed to live in a cave opposite Charybdis. You have maintained your lead. Way to go. You get to pick again, Player 1. On January 10th, 2010, this island republic was struck by a devastating earthquake. Player 2. Yeah, that's right. Way to go. Choose again, Player 2. It's the HT in HTTP and HTML. Let's hear it, Player 3. Right. Player 3, pick again. Olympic event won twice by Jackie Joyner-Kersee. Okay, Player 3. Right you are. Select again. In the 18th century BC, he wrote down his famous list of do's and don'ts. Yes, player 2. Yes. You get to pick again, player 2. Used in marching bands, it's a large bass tuba that encircles the player's body. It's player 3. Good. Choose again, player 3. This age is divided into the Paleolithic, the Mesolithic, and the Neolithic. Player 1. Good for you. We return to you, player 1. The Oxford English Dictionary defines it as the science of man or of mankind in the widest sense. Yes, player 3. Yes. Please pick again, player 3. Here's Kelly with the clue.
The type of bond that holds salt molecules together. It shares its name with an order of architecture.
Okay, player 3. That's correct. You again, player 3. Gustav Kirchhoff and Robert Bunsen used this prismed scope to see the bands of colored light each element produced. Player 1. That's it. And the $2,000 clue? Answer, the second daily double. And you're in the lead now. How much? Here is your daily double clue. Named for a physicist, it's the amount of work done when 1 amp passes through 1 ohm of resistance for 1 second. That puts you even further ahead. Congratulations to all of you. You'll be continuing on to Final Jeopardy when we come back. Everything depends on Final Jeopardy, of course, so let's take a look at the category, shall we? U.S. Presidents. What are you going to wager? Each direction on the plus control pad represents a different response. Press a direction to select an answer. Now, let's reveal the Final Jeopardy clue. He's the only U.S. president who never lived in the District of Columbia. Let's see your response. With that correct response, you will gain What did you say? And that correct response will add Did you come up with the correct response? And this correct response will add how much to your score? This makes you our new champion, Player One. So congratulations. Good game. Thank you so much for playing.